What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the All My Black After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Today we talk about witch doctors, side pieces, and the end of the truce. Let's get it all together and let's start buzzing, y'all.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, we got lights today. Yo, it's a party up in here. It's a party in Burbank, not Brentwood.
Not Brentwood.
In Hollywood.
Brentwood,
Exactly. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino here with the All My Block After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Once again, the only All My Block After Show online. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys and all the views that we've been getting on this and also the comments and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for that. But you know, I'm not here alone. We're missing one person once again, but we got some two dope people here. To my left, please say hi to Miss Tyra Prude.
Hey guys.
Hey, and she's back. We missed her last week.
I'm so sorry.
But she's back. You know, I love saying her name. Please say hello to Kittie. Kaboom.
Kaboom! What up? How are you, people?
Hey,
Yes.
So, we back, and we're talking. Yeah, we were just talking off air how much we love this show
Yes,
and the after show in
it's
general.
so adorable.
It's adorable, right?
They can't go. They do no wrong in my eyes.
They do no wrong in your eyes, and I love it. And you watched past this. What is it?
I refuse.
Chapter 15 and
I gotta
16.
have
So
willpower.
both of you. Okay,
Me
cool.
too. No, I have to have
Perfect.
willpower because otherwise I'll forget all the important details
I
or
love
all
it.
the chunks, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So both of you haven't gone past it.
No.
So we're gonna have a good show, and I can kind of help you predict the future in a little bit or whatnot. But this is chapter 15 and 16, which is episodes 5 and 6 here for On My Block, and we had a lot of interesting things happen, and things got deep. Once again, this is a comedy, but still got a little deep. Give me your overall thoughts of the last two episodes.
Overall thoughts. I'm so angry at Cesar. One, how dare you mess up something good? I'm so mad at the girl who was trying to,
Yeah, Paula. I wrote her name down.
Oh, you remember her name. I was
down.
so upset with her. But I thought it was a really good episode. It was very deep. It wasn't as heavy as last week's. I know we talked well, not last week's, but the last few episodes we talked about how just like how hard it is for Ruby, but we saw him really getting his groove back in these two episodes, so I really liked that. But overall, it was a good show.
Yeah,
what
I
about you,
definitely
Kittie?
enjoyed both of them. As you said, it is a dramedy, right? There's a lot of comedy, obviously, a lot of comic relief, but there's always some poignant issues or situations that they need to take part in, and I really, really enjoy that. That's what makes it such a great coming of age story.
Exactly.
Because it's not just like one take on their lives, it's their entire evolution from start to finish. The fact that she had to go through that with her mom, the fact that they're still addressing this death, depression, PTSD, it's a lot of stuff.
Everything.
It's a lot
Which
of
is
stuff.
great because, you know, when we think about shows and how lighthearted they could be, especially comedies or whatnot, they don't really touch upon these type of things. So that when you're getting it from all different angles and all different sides, it kind of, really encompasses and brings you in because you care about these characters.
Yeah.
You know, the character development, I think, is really, really good.
As do I. They did an excellent job of fleshing them all out, giving them their own backstory, and making them standalones. Like, you can genuinely say, I like this character, or I don't like this character because this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's really well done.
They don't have to be with somebody else to make them funny.
Exactly.
Or to make them just feel like you could understand what they're going through on screen. They're each really, really good actors.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely. And their storylines are really fleshed out well.
Yeah.
So you get to know who they are, and it makes you like you said, fall in love. I love all of them.
I just love how it's a quirky show, but it also brings emotions at the same time. But the quirkiness kind of pushes you away from the deepness that's going on. Like, I don't know, it just gives you a bunch
stress
of
and the drama. You get to breathe a little bit.
Yeah. You just get a lot of mixed feelings, and it's like I like it, but then I'm just like, I don't know.
Right, up and down. I mean, let's get into it. You know, chapter 15, episode 5. Ruby's in this funk. Let's start off with that. You know what I mean? And we know it's part of the depression and a part of the PTSD from him getting shot, Olivia dying, and all that stuff. But he does a lot in this episode to kind of break from that, thanks to Spooky.
Right.
Yabu.
Ironically enough, that
Yabu.
is my
look at the way she changed real quick.
He is so
Like-
fine. Goodness gracious.
I guess I could say it now. Should I just let them know what's going on?
You can tell whatever you like.
Yeah, so if you tune into our finale show, which is in 2 weeks, we have Julio Macias on air with us here live, y'all. So shout out that Spooky will be in the building. I'm going to have to restrain Kittie in the corner.
Out, baby.
Because he's going to be here talking all things on my block. And you guys don't know, but he's going to have a really big episode 9 and 10.
Oh, wow.
Well, way to spill the beans.
Exactly. We'll be watching.
I'm just getting you prepared.
Thank you so much.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
But
you.
Ruby's in this funk, and he goes to a party because Spooky wakes him up, and he's like, wakey, wakey, biatch. Let me go ahead and try to help you because his brother Mario, has really been trying to get him. Mario, it sounds like I was Italian for a second.
Right.
It's trying to get him out this funk. So what do you think about this whole getting him out and try to drag him out of bed for this? Like, it's a good thing, right?
I thought it was a great idea. At first, I was a little nervous because, like, when he realized that he was in an environment full of the
Santos.
He's just like, this isn't safe for me. This is dangerous. This is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. But I loved how, like, we saw him seeing how it was a mess and all of that, and he all of a sudden went into complete party planner coordinator mode. It was like, okay, maybe he just needed to get in tune with his passion to jump back into it. I thought that was really interesting to see how he just did that complete 360 off of something that he was really passionate about on the last season.
Exactly. It's kind of funny to think like that's how you can kind of control your anxiety is to kind of do something that'll distract you from the situation.
Kind of jumpstart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be an event planner in the future because we saw in the first season he planned the quinceañera.
Exactly.
He's going to plan the baby shower. You'll see that in a little bit. He's going to plan a baby shower and then he plans this.
You just
small things, y'all.
No more spoilers.
Small things.
No more, Nino.
Small
we don't want to
things.
know.
Yes,
And I think that is an excellent observation on your part. I thought it wasn't the smoothest move either, and I was surprised at how quickly he made that transition.
Right.
Like, wait, 2 minutes ago you were literally under your covers, leave me alone. I hate the world. And now you're over here making sure that all the, the fresh fruit is been chilled and not left out in the sun too long. So that's a great observation that he was able to just kind of shift his paradigm and look at his passion and be like, all right, I'm going to allow this to be put to the side for a minute and actually enjoy my life. I'm still here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm at a party. It's a whack party, but I can do something about it.
I just had a revelation. He jumped back from that too, but he also jumped back when they were at the little punch bowl thing. And the shot.
Ruben came out.
Right, so that's when he really came back. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just like, oh shoot,
That's true.
is what happened.
That is exactly what happened. He got a little drink on,
but that got him going.
His coordination on,
and his element.
But what else? I mean, come on, that's what helps, right? I hate to say it, but my grandmama always said, the best way to get over one guy is to get under another. So you know what I mean? Something heartbreak is going on. A kiss in the mouth that was completely
by
unplanned.
A grown woman. Let's be clear, he's a
sexy
kid.
woman.
I'm saying she must have been about 20-something.
So he like, oh, I'm a man now for sure.
That guy, exactly.
Right. He's
Pull
about
up.
to.
What's good?
He's about to bank that memory for a little bit. He's gonna keep that in his pocket really well.
He kept that same energy, but we'll talk about that later.
We will. We'll get more into his debacles as he goes through the day or whatnot.
Right.
But as it kind of goes through or not, and he's doing that. There's another situation that's happening, and this is when Jamal comes in. Jamal, who's one of my favorite characters.
Oh gosh, yes, they really all are, but Jamal is too much.
Jamal really brought it these last 2 episodes.
He did.
He was so funny, and low-key was looking a little cute. He started looking a little quirky cute. I don't know if it was the chain he had on. He had some fresh waves this episode, but I was like, oh.
You're just a few years older than him, you know what I'm saying? And he's been here before.
He's a beast.
No, he's hilarious.
Jamal is a trip.
But I mean, like we see Abuelita's hands getting all cramped up. And
right.
can't explain it. Like she looked like she can't hold a fork. She can't do nothing.
And
it made me feel very uneasy.
Did it? Uneasy?
Yeah.
Like what? Uncomfortable?
It was just weird. Like, why can't she open her hand?
Because arthritis had them things clenched up.
I guess that's
arthritis
what I was thinking.
Or the devil.
Right. There we go.
According to them, the devil.
Question.
But I just kept thinking about if it was me. Like I was literally watching TV holding it like, oh my God, that's scary. You can't open your hands. I don't know, something random that I was dealing with.
No, I'm with you though. I
you.
get that. That's a pretty scary situation to be in. And she was anti-doctor, so there was only one alternative.
Right.
Why was that?
Abuelita and Jamal.
Right. She was anti-doctor just because I think she's just old school.
She's old school. That's what it boils down to. She's not into anything that has to do. She probably has like a flip phone. You know what I mean? She probably
and the only meds she wants is that green. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's it. She don't want anything else. But Jamal was like, you know what? We're gonna bring you to the neighborhood healer, who is surprisingly her arch nemesis, which is really funny. That's her frenemy.
Yeah.
They've had I wrote something
Rosario
down. Yeah,
is her name.
Rosa. There you go. Rosa's her name.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, nice to see you again. Why is your hand like that? Is it because of the back alley handies?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Come on now. These one-liners from Rosa was crazy.
Yeah. I love back and forth. Are you kidding me?
Back and forth.
I want to get more into that beef though. They just touched on how they were like
you
not
know
cool,
the history?
but I want to know like what was the cause.
Somebody stole somebody's man.
It had to be something like that.
It had to be something of that caliber. Probably.
I mean, because they were going for the. I mean, she's not going to pass over a check. So Rosa's like, I'll take you. you pay for it, we'll figure it out. But she's a witch doctor. This is the part I was telling you guys earlier. We talk about witch doctors, and she's trying to basically uplift whatever's happening from her hands, like Eastern medicine type of way or whatnot. But she then realizes, like, this feels like it's more of a curse.
Because nothing's working.
Exactly. So I feel like the gnomes were about to come out and start, like, where my money at?
That would have been so perfect.
The
I
gnome
didn't even
just
think
pull
about
up.
that. Just pull up in a low rider talking about, we did that.
What would you do if you felt like the money was a curse? It's $200,000+.
Right.
What would you do in that case? Would you just try to, okay, you know what, my life is a little bit more worth than the $200K, or would you try to find every which way to make sure that you can keep that $200K?
I'm the type of person where it's just like, look, my life is more important. There you go.
There you go.
I always feel like there's no shortcuts in life. You know, they should have expected that. Just trying to, you know, go get with the get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
So I would be that person to be like, this ain't worth it. I want my fingers. I want to be able to type and eat and drive. She couldn't even drive them around.
She couldn't even drive.
So yeah, you can have the money back. I'm good.
Okay.
That's so noble of you.
I'm waiting over here because Kittie was like, well.
Kittie like, you think that,
I feel horrible. Like, I love being in your presence right now. That's a great aura to have around you.
But tell us.
But let's keep
tell
it announcing. I would do all my homework. You hear me? All the types of research, whatever was necessary to right that wrong. Like, this is wrong money. Let's make it right money. Because
I
rent
love
is
that,
due.
though.
I like that
Rent
energy
is
too.
due.
She said, "This is what do you say? This is wrong money. Let's make it right money."
Right.
That's
That's the quote of the day.
I'm gonna call you if I get in this situation. I'm like, so what you think?
I got you, but we'll work it out.
What you think, Kittie? I'll give you 15%. Let's go. See, not even 10%, 15%.
Okay.
Okay, I got you.
I'm on my way, but we gonna figure this out.
But I mean, there was no cure for it at that point. They had to basically get rid of the money or out of the money out of the house,
Right.
For this
Completely.
to kind of like
alleviate whatever
alleviate
her
the situation.
was going on.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's
And later
a
on we
serious
see that her
sitch.
hands were fine afterwards.
I was just thinking that when the money was left.
Yeah.
And that never seemed to dawn on Jamal.
Right.
Because, of course, he's opposed to it because he wants
Right.
the money. But he's not even thinking logically at this point. Like, we're seeing evidence of this money not being a good thing.
Right.
You might want to take this into consideration moving forward. He's like, yeah, shut up. Moving on.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's the one that's like the most scared about this whole
I know.
Right,
That
because
is
the last
funny.
few episodes, he was just in the bed, paranoid with Cesar.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what's going on. I need protection.
So I'm like, well, like you're not nervous now?
I guess not. I guess
Like
not.
these are signs.
It hasn't been not loud enough for him to take heed.
I guess. Okay, well, like I said, one more time, I'm gonna call you, Kittie.
Right, I
if
got
the
you, boo.
situation
I got
happens.
you.
If I have a change of card, I'm calling both of y'all.
Okay, there you go. Okay, here's the topic I want to talk about because I wrote her name down, Paula. Paula,
Miss
what you doing, Paula?
First of all, I'm gonna fight Paula. How dare you break up and mess up a happy home? Granted, they weren't happy at the time,
Right.
But
Tell it to the people in the back who can't hear you.
I am rooting for Cesar and Monse.
Yeah.
And for her to just step in and be all sly and get him while she know he's hurting.
Super
That was
hurt.
just so I hate females like that.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't
like you,
cute.
girl.
It wasn't cute to watch. I'm not gonna front. But at the end of the day, you have to, or I thought, to put in their age. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff we have to remember. These are
his
teenagers.
hormones are raging.
Yeah.
So right, they're all raging, all
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
and they see a get in where they fit in. And let's keep in mind, we're talking 14, 15, 16-year-olds.
Yep.
So the girl is probably thinking they're gonna be together past tomorrow, and then that's about it. It's not
Right.
like they're married with children,
Right.
have invested in a future, and have a home together. Not making light of their relationship and their union. I love them together. They are
Yeah.
delish. But at the end of the day, they're
Paula
still
just wanted to
children.
get it
They're
in.
kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
You're
Things
right.
happen. Yeah, Paula maybe just wanted some D.
Well, she goes, she's like, you want to put in some overtime?
Okay.
Yes, she was literally like,
Okay, Diego got it real quick. He was like,
Exactly. He was like,
He
He's
jumped
like- he
up.
jumped
No,
up.
like
could you
leaped on
I'm
her.
not mad at him
Yeah.
though. He is a guy. It's
You're
that's
right.
16 years old.
He's 16.
She left him. She hasn't spoken to this man in over a month, y'all. We're not talking about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's
And he's
not
been
a
reaching
sneaky
out.
girl.
That's a long-ass spring break, by the way.
Long ass spring
Yeah.
break.
Never heard of that, but
me either. That
Usually
part.
about 3 weeks, but a month.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
But-
been a long time.
See,
they're kids.
yeah, and I
it
think
just
they're
makes sense.
kids, but I feel like Paula's approach was like a grown woman approach.
Oh,
Clearly she been around.
I don't know. She clearly
I mean,
she's young.
we-
She's young, but she's been around because I don't know. I I was shocked at her behavior for her to be so young to literally like caress his arm and be like, it's okay, get over her. She doesn't want you. Like,
you know
wait.
what? But are we all on the same page in terms of the initially? Because remember, initially she was like, oh no, like what did you do? And she seems like she was definitely, so she didn't swoop in.
She was fishing for it.
Exactly.
I forgot that part.
She
I
did
was,
try.
That was too bad to even think about the beginning.
She was on her part just in terms of like a solidarity between women.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go for this. Whatever she got you all upset about, clearly you did something to cause her to be this upset.
And then when she saw that picture of Monsee and
another
Homegirl,
guy, she sized that up.
Okay, she stirred that up though.
She
Because
stirred
she stirred the
She
pot.
messy.
Because it probably was not even that deep.
Totally
Which
innocent.
I mean, they never addressed it, I don't think.
No.
But I don't know. That was just so shiesty of her to me. I was just not here
she
for her
stirred the
whole
pot. She
episode.
put some
did what she had to
seasoning
do.
on it. She was
Yes,
letting
she
it
did what
steep,
she
and
had
then
to
she
do.
came in. And by the way, so that guy that pick is actually a writer on the show, is what I
Who?
heard. The white
Really?
guy in the pick with the picture with
Oh,
Monsee.
that's perfect.
Yeah, so
That's
they
perfect.
have a whole bunch of these cameos from all the writers throughout the show.
Oh,
So the small little
nice.
characters
To
are from the
highlight
writers.
them.
Oh, that's
Little
cute.
Easter eggs. That's dope, right? Yeah.
See, but that's the kind of thinking that I mean. You know what I mean? That's a heartfelt kind of production.
Yes.
That takes you further than just the actual premise of the show.
Exactly.
There's involvement there. Because these people are an integral part of the show, too. Without them, we wouldn't be
These
watching.
writers are so good.
They're so
I would want to just
good.
sit down in that writer's room and just listen to what they have to
Yes.
say because I think they're so in sync and they're just so good at what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I wonder
Exactly.
if it's like people who are LA natives or like things like how they come up with
Definitely
all
has
of
to be
these,
some sort of connection there,
crazy,
yeah.
unique stories
Yeah.
to give you that Cali vibe. Because
Yeah.
the show screams Cali. Like you can
Oh,
tell
gosh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
if whoever's
Yeah.
on the show, they know the lifestyle that
Yeah.
kids are brought up
Right.
in.
That's-
Brentwood? Yeah,
right.
we all know.
We all know. Yeah, this is supposed to be set somewhere in LA. This almost gives me like a South Central type of feel. Free Ridge.
Yeah, a little
You know what I mean?
bit.
A little bit of South Central or whatnot, maybe a little dash of Inglewood in there
Yeah,
or whatnot. But it felt real.
Little
Like I said,
Crenshaw.
this is kind of like how Crenshaw, like this is kind of like how my high school was. So I'm just like, wow, this is why I'm so
Into
invested.
it.
Like,
There we go.
I'm so invested.
And
No
I always
doubt.
wanted that LA kid lifestyle, so I'm just like, oh, is
now
this
you're
how
hella invested now.
You're living vicariously.
Right.
Got you. Got you.
I mean, so that all goes down, and we know what happened. The deed happened, or whatnot. Well, I don't know how far the
Right.
deed
I don't
went,
think
but,
they
you
got
know.
down. You think they got down?
I think he mopped the floors. I'm definitely sure he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know the way she was acting, the way she came in with her crop top,
The way
did the
both
work.
of them was
They
okay.
definitely
Yeah.
I didn't think about that with her fast ass because you know Jamal is not having
He
it.
was not. Oh my God, what did he say?
What did he say about the half shirt?
I
He's
can't
like,
even think.
oh, I'm mad.
This
I
is
can't
the
remember that
Hooters.
quote.
Southern Hooters, yeah. This is
ain't
at
like-
Hooters, pull that shirt down or something.
Right.
I was like, Jamal.
We sell
Jamal
barbecue,
is
not
a
chicken
grandpa.
wings, or whatever you was
I want
saying.
Jamal to have a love interest. Wouldn't that be adorable?
It would be
Other
so
than the
good.
gnome,
First of all,
obviously.
he would be so like corny, not know what to do. He
Right.
would need Cesar's advice. That's when their best friend buddy would come
Right,
in.
where
Because
would
he
come
would literally
from.
need Cesar to direct him on how to be smooth and
Heck
how
yeah.
not to be annoying and on top of
Right.
it.
Because he's just a weird kid.
He is such a weird kid.
So
But he's
weird.
so cute. Like,
Brent, if you're listening and you're watching this,
Right. Make sure you hear this. Loud and
what's your
clear.
IG again, Tyra?
_ Tyra Prude.
There we go. There we go. We gotta send him that clip right there.
DM. Enough said.
But so that all went down, and then we get back to the party because this is where Ruby is like taking off. He's having a good
Yeah.
time.
Ruby is lit.
Super lit. He's rapping.
Yeah.
He's super drunk.
Right.
He's
Let's get back to the rap though.
Right? He kind of killed it a
Before
little
we
bit.
breezed past that, the rap was good.
That
rap
was
was kinda
actually
good.
decent.
Did you really freestyle it?
the
Not
rap was
only
kind
that,
of
the
good.
delivery and everything. I was
delivery.
like, okay, drunk boy,
I'm
don't
like,
hurt
okay,
him.
so event planner / MC rapper, whatever you
and
want to
dancer,
call
don't
it.
forget, he won the dance
Right,
contest
he is
with
a
Jasmine.
dancer.
Dancer with a whole package.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah, whole
package.
package.
How are they sleeping on
Yeah.
little Ruby? I tell you.
He's so cute.
What did he say? He's like, I'm 4'11". He said something, I'm 4'11", da 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 da.
Right, it was adorable.
But it was, I mean, you know, he was a little gangster at that point.
He was.
doing
I loved it. I was so here for it.
I think
was
he
here
was
for it,
way
too.
overconfident because homie ended the truce.
Yeah.
He was like, let's get, you know, he got the Santos riled up and was like, well, let's get the profits now then.
Yeah, that's
Womp
all they
womp.
had to say.
And
They
next
was
thing
out
you
of
know,
there.
shoo.
What about? Oh, is that the second show? No, that's the first show where they dumped open the bag with all the money.
That was here. That was
That was the first show, right?
that was this episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
With the money.
They just kind of breezed right over that with no explanation. What the heck was that? It comes back, of course.
Okay, because I'm like, wait, what happened?
Right, there's no way they're telling us this without telling us this. You know what I mean? I knew it. And then he had the nerve to make reference to the roller derby place. I was like, oh, this is going somewhere. I just have no idea where. I don't know what they're going to do.
It. Remember I told you last week, like there was a to how they're going to actually launder the money in the last episode. You'll see it coming up soon. And you'll understand. But like these little hints after you watch it again, because I watched it all in one sitting, and then every week I watch it again just to kind of refresh, because obviously it's really hard to remember after a while or when everything kind of just jumbles all together. Look at Angela last week. She was like, "Ooh, I'm going too far."
Right. That's why I stopped watching it. I was like, "Ooh, I want to talk about something that's not on today's episode."
Exactly.
It's hard, but I mean that's the end of that episode. Then it goes into the next, and it kind of just all falls in line or whatnot. But before we do that, Kittie, you got something to say?
I do. I want to share this with you guys. Listen, we really just wanted to say thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow, we honestly need your help. It's small. It's not a big thing. We ain't asking you to go to the store for us or nothing. If you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 stars. No matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. We love talking with the fans. We're fans too, so it makes it so much more fun. Being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us. Quite honestly, we truly appreciate you supporting us in what we love to do. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yes. Don't forget to tell your friends and keep on enjoying the shows.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, guys. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Episode 6. Oh, no, episode 5.
5. No,
6.
6. Yeah.
Chapter 16.
Okay.
Monsee is living her best life.
She is. The glow up is real.
The glow up is real.
The glow up
I mean,
is real,
Mama done
baby.
taught her how to look like a girl.
Okay.
She has her earrings,
Got
hair
that face
straightened. Like she doesn't have her little kinky curl look. She got her
Hair's
hair
pressed.
straight,
Yeah.
curl,
Blow out.
Makeup. She got her new friend.
Got a little earrings.
Yeah,
she's
I
doing
was
it.
so here for this new Monsee.
Wait, I'm sorry to digress, but what did shoot, what is her name? The crazy one.
Jasmine.
What did Jasmine say when she came up? You look uncomfortable.
She did say that.
She just comes for every chance she gets. She
so
comes for
much.
Monsee.
Because Monsee's like her only way to like, if Monsee's not there, she's in that
She's
core
in.
four.
Oh yeah, no question. Because Cesar would just be like, whatever.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? And Ruby clearly has feelings, but just
Oh,
doesn't
but
want to
see,
admit
now
it.
that you say that, I wonder how Cesar would have reacted if he saw her that way.
Ooh,
Oh, he would be.
He would be open.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like
Yes.
well, let me not jump ahead. We'll get to it. Never mind.
Okay, all right. So Monsee's living her best life with her new family, really, meeting her sisters, telling bedtime stories.
Right.
Loving the time with her mom. The stepdad seems to love her as well, too. I mean, she is a very responsible, well-likable
She's
girl.
always been super mature. She's extremely mature.
Yeah.
So adapting to that situation, I think, was perfectly fine for her. Plus, I mean, like, you're going from somewhere like Free Ridge to Brentwood.
Right. Okay.
That's not even an in-between. That's like a whole other
That's a
spectrum.
whole-
Yeah, like she's sleeping good, eating good, dressing
exactly.
good, like
Looking good.
Yeah.
Got new friends that talk like this.
Like
Right, like this.
So there's that.
My favorite scene, and I can't wait to talk about that, because
Oh
that is
my
my
God.
favorite scene.
Yes, without
That
question.
and the sushi scene is
That
one
and
of
the
my
sushi
favorite
scenes are
scenes and
perfect.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But she kind of asked her mom, and I was waiting for her to ask her mom, like, why did you do
leave?
this?
Yeah.
But her reaction was, I'm so surprised with her reaction, because I thought she would be mad, but she was like, I guess I understand. Everything's gonna
well,
be okay.
the first or the second time,
The
because
fir-
you remember she gave her this whole like watered down. I just needed to get away,
Right.
and then it turned into a year. And
Right.
first of all,
Okay.
how does that?
This
After
is
one
the
day,
first
it turned
time.
into a year.
She said it was supposed to be a few days, and then before I knew it was a
Year.
year.
Like, what do you
How?
mean before you knew
A couple
it?
of days to a year, and your baby girl is with someone else.
Houseway, how?
Exactly. How
Right.
does that
Like,
happen?
so when she first even explained that, and then Monsee just like, okay, like I get it. I'm just like, what?
But
that
you know,
got me.
Monsee's very forgiving.
I
She
guess
is
so.
super-
And
She's
she just-
loyal to a fault.
She's loyal, and she just wants that relationship.
She really
so I
does.
feel like she was just like, you know what?
It don't even matter now.
Yeah, like we're here, and that's what she said. She was like, it's cool, like we're here,
Let's move on with the situation.
on. But I was just like, girl, no.
Let's have a conversation. We are not about to act like
Because
it's not a
you
speed
are
bump.
giving, I'm not a kid. I need you to lay it out for me.
Right.
What was the issue? Don't give me this. It turned into a year.
Right.
Like,
That is like what? Like, tell me who. I've never heard of that before.
Right.
I've
But you
never
just
heard of
left
that.
because you wanted to leave your responsibility. We'll get into that though.
Yeah.
and you just
yeah.
never hear from a woman either.
That's crazy.
That's what's crazy. Like you
I like that
carried
they made
me.
the storyline that
Me
way.
too.
Yeah, like were you not connected with me when
Yeah.
I was like, know, in the womb. Like, I just don't understand.
And after a point, unfortunately, a child of that age, Monsee, is hella mature, as we've stated. But another kid would have taken that to heart and just been like, "What do you? I don't even understand what that means." Like, my heart was broken over here, thinking that I needed you in order to. I feel unleveled, unhappy,
and that's
unbalanced.
why I was so taken aback with her response and how she was. I'm just like, wow, okay, wow, you are really grown.
Yeah.
Because I would have been it's been a whole nother way. You know what I mean? For me, like, I would have been so emotional at that point, especially when you can't really give me a real, true reason why you actually left.
You didn't say nothing.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is crazy. But I mean, she gets an offer from her mom. I want to say stepmom, but it's her real mom, mom, saying, if you want, you can make this permanent. You can stay here.
Right.
At that point, if without knowing what happened at the end or whatnot, would you take that offer? What would you do? Because you've been with your dad the whole time.
Exactly. That, my friends, my school, everything that I've always known is there. And that doesn't always make it right, though. You know what I mean? History don't make it the best part of your life. It just means that you have history.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be the deciding factor. But as you said, my dad, I miss my dad.
Yeah.
I don't want to just uproot and become this new person necessarily. I personally would have said no. You know what I mean? I'll come spend spring breaks, summers, holidays, all that good stuff.
Right.
But my allegiance is to my father. And let's keep it 1,000. Like, I still love Cesar. I'm playing hard to get or whatever. But I miss Ruby and crazy Jamal.
Right.
I even miss crazy ass Jasmine. Like,
Exactly.
I need that kind of camaraderie.
You need that environment in your life.
This is a different kind of situation.
Yeah.
And yes, it's not the safest, but it also is not the worst situation that could be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've navigated it this far, so I'm going to stick with it.
There you go. What about you, Tyra?
I don't know.
A tosser for you?
It's really a tosser. Like, just putting myself in her shoes. Like, I would want that mom, daughter relationship. And being here, it's been cool. It's been smooth sailing.
Right.
Like, I'm really getting a lot more than what I've come from. So I definitely would be kind of stuck. Like, yes, I've been with my dad, but I also want to rebuild that relationship with my mom. Like, me and my dad are good. Like, I know that I always have him, but I'm the type of person, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I probably would have been in that mindset, like, you know what, I need to stay to genuinely get to know this woman, and to see if she's a fraud like my dad says she is, or if she genuinely wants to build this relationship with me. So I probably would have stayed.
There you go. I love the different spectrums of it both. The juxtaposition. Okay. All right. So let's go talk about the sushi stuff, because that's a part of the whole night.
My favorite
You know what I mean?
scene.
Ruby becomes Ruben once again. He turns a suave on
Right,
real quick. Real
Listen.
quick.
He do the half head thing, like he tilts his head a little bit, and then his voice comes out. You be like, "Oh, here he
He's
go."
like, I sure did
Ruben
get shot.
has arrived. Right, you
He's
want to touch it?
arrived.
You can touch it.
Right.
Right, now wait, because that was hilarious. Now he's embracing this shooting, and he's trying to put on this bad boy act.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm from the hood. I got shot. Like, that was the energy he was giving this whole episode. Like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I almost died. I was this close to dying. Like,
Right up. He turned up his BDE real quick.
Yeah.
Right, they showed up with food, and Monse was like, yeah, sorry to cancel plans last minute, whatever. He was like, anyway, Monse can be over here. We'll be having some of that, whatever the heck y'all brought.
Right.
Exactly.
That
He
sushi
like,
was looking crazy.
I know they did not know how to use, which is so funny because I think about it, like, when I was their age, was I exposed to sushi like that? Like, is it crazy for me to think like they didn't know how to do sushi like that?
Even being exposed to it doesn't mean that you're really good with the chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? Practice.
But they look like they never heard of sushi in their lives.
And
they're looking at that
that's
stuff like,
what's so crazy.
It's 2019, y'all.
and they live in Cali.
Yeah, they live in California.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like the different backgrounds. Like, I guess, like, when you think of sushi, you think more higher end. So, like, I don't know. I just thought it was just cool to kind of see, like, the different perspectives of how you literally, your life can be completely different living in this kind of neighborhood with this kind of lifestyle than from people who just don't know any better.
Exactly. And that kind of gives it a crazy spectrum on how economically, like, everything's different for Monsee.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She goes from living in what looked like a triplex almost.
Yeah.
To living in one huge house in Brentwood. So I think that's even where the decision is even harder now because you're in a whole new lifestyle.
Yeah.
You get that taste and you're like, I want to keep on going.
Exactly. I know
Like,
what,
I'm
now I
getting
know what the,
sushi.
Yeah.
right. I see how the good folks live. I had no
I see how the
idea. This
good
is the
folks
good
live.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but that all happens, and then she's like, I need to break this up because Jamal got high on accident with all the damn edibles he
like
ate.
12 edibles.
He ate 12 gummy bears, and those edibles.
That was priceless.
I'm
He's
like,
so
those
ridiculous.
are strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, edibles are
Yeah.
super
And he's
strong.
skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not cute.
First of all, they really made him just like, they kept him cool with that.
I was about to
because
say, I'm surprised
in
they didn't-
reality, we
would've
would have
gone
probably
off
had
the
to call
rails.
911.
Yeah.
Right. He would have been a different kind of guy. Yeah.
He would've gone off the
He
rails.
wouldn't have done anything crazy because we does not make you act like it's just so different than any
Yeah.
other. You know what I mean? It's totally mellow. So he would have been more mellow though.
Yeah.
Like he was more chatty and more
Right.
involved.
Yeah.
Whereas he probably in real life would have been over in the corner somewhere going, okay, when am I coming down? Can somebody give me some milk?
Right.
Like I don't understand this feeling. Yeah,
Right,
it's pretty
for
scary
his
when you're
cotton
done.
mouth.
Exactly. And then before
Exactly.
you know it, everything just starts.
Exactly.
You're like,
But he was
what
still
is
talking. He was still
happening?
active.
I'm loving
you know.
how, first of all, you guys are describing what it's like to be high to the viewers.
It's just,
I'm just saying, that's what I've been told. No, I've just
we
know.
gotta help them see where he was.
That's
So
right.
they
you
Give them
know,
some
visual
perspective.
description. By the way, we're in California.
Yes,
Right,
let's
it
keep
is
that
legal
1,000.
Just so you know,
It
we're in
is
California,
legal,
and it's like a
we-
Starbucks on every other corner. now.
It definitely is.
Dispensaries are everywhere.
But I mean, he has to bring Jasmine. Monsee has to bring Jasmine in here to kind of break
Hilarious.
up the party. But this is where the comic relief comes in even more,
Right.
Because it's kind of a heavy episode with her having to make that decision. Cesar just did his thing with Paula and all that other stuff, and there's other stuff going on with Cesar. We'll talk about that right after. But she tries to bring Jasmine to kind of break up the situation, and I'm glad they brought her character in to kind of give us that comic relief.
I am too. She always brings it too. Every single
always
time.
brings it.
She had the nerve to show up and still be rude to her host. Like she talks to Monsee so back, and she doesn't talk to the guys like that at
Not
all.
at
Not
all.
on one of them.
Because she wants to be her. You remember she was saying,
Yeah.
like,
Wants to
honestly,
be.
girl, stay because that means I can be the new you.
Yeah.
I was like,
The core four will be the core more.
Yeah.
Or whatever she said. Yeah.
She's so ridiculous.
She's so ridiculous. But I mean,
Yeah.
that comic relief comes in because Cesar, now because the truth is over, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
The prophets are going to come looking for him, and they came looking at his work.
Right.
His place of
Yeah.
employment.
Exactly.
Which is scary.
They're very scary.
But this is the crazy part. Monse's dad was like, you know what? I'll hide him out. Well,
Isn't that crazy how he
It's
just took the
so-
action like that?
Right.
This is the second man that has been in his life that has been very protective of him. First it was Jamal's father, and now it's Monse's dad, and they're
Right.
both working together to make sure that this kid
I
is going to be
love that.
okay.
I love it.
Me
I do
too.
too. But I didn't think, okay, it wasn't weird. But just considering the circumstances before, how he was telling Monse he doesn't need to be at our house,
Yeah.
he's
Right.
dangerous. And then for him to turn around and bring him in, I was just like, it was beautiful to see, but it also kind of left me confused. Like, what made you have this change of heart
like
all
an
of a
epiphany
sudden?
almost.
Yeah.
I think it's because Monsee has come back and she, or whatever it is that Monsee is going through in terms of her trying to make that decision
Yeah.
to stay. I think it made him think about being a parent overall and what that means, and that should like
Exactly.
supersede any ill will that he has toward this boy. Like here I am hating on the boy, and it's people showing up his job,
Trying to
clocking
kill
him,
him.
trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm an adult. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I
Yeah.
can't keep him safe,
And let me try
who
to help
can?
him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I really love that. I love the scene though in general, like when they're in the room and they're
Eating the
making
chicken?
up the bed,
Oh.
eating the chicken, talking and bonding, and like
I do too.
the dad is just like, I love her, I need her in my life, and he's just like, I know, me too.
I love her too.
And
That
I
was
was
a
just like,
moment.
but then my thing was the dad didn't react to him like, oh, you really love my daughter. He was just like, yeah, like we both just love her. But
Right, no, my favorite
it
line
just
was,
touched my
wait,
heart.
so you never slept in this bed before?
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Like, don't
he was
even
like,
try
are
it.
you
Don't
sure
play
it's
like you
okay
never
for me
slept
to
in this
come
bed
in here?
before.
And I'm
Right, don't get brand new. I know
Yeah.
what it is.
I love it because I mean that just shows how open Monsee is with her dad.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes their relationship so good. And I think that's why his dad was like, her dad was like, let me bring you in because no 15-year-old should be having to deal with
That's
this.
right.
Nobody at your age should be having to deal with
And he's
this
right.
and trying to hide and
Yeah.
just be scared for your life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, community first. Let me help you out. I know you mean something to my daughter.
I was just
You know
about to
what I mean?
say that's part of the pull on his heartstrings as well.
I love it.
That probably had a lot to do with it. My daughter absolutely loves you. She was willing to disobey me in order to keep you safe. So I'm gonna step up and be a grown man and help you out in any way I can.
I love it 100%. I
Yeah.
love it. And now let's get back to the party, which is the last part here, because this is where Monsee has her realization. Did I miss something?
No, I was just gonna say
Abuelita?
Abuelita, thank you. I thought it was Spanish. Abuelita quits.
Yeah, she
Remember, she
quits.
has a fit.
yeah.
I just wanted to point that part out because she's no longer down with the game.
The 35% is out of her,
Right.
out of her
She
reach
done
or
already
whatnot.
spent it
She's
anyway.
fed up with the
And the
kids.
money, by the way, the money is now in Monse's house because
Yes.
they're like, we don't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
I mean, it's going to come back real quick because obviously we know what happened.
Well, let Jamal tell it.
Right.
It's just a temporary
It's
fix.
Right.
temporary fix.
Yeah.
But Monsee decides to leave because she finds out the truth about her mom.
That was deep.
From her friend, because I guess her mom told her friend's mom, I left because, so and so was abusive.
Right.
And, that's a straight up blatant lie.
That's a blatant lie.
And
But
she.
it fed her narrative.
Oh, it super fed her
and
narrative.
don't you
Yeah.
love
Definitely.
how mature, once again, mature ass Monsee, not only does she wait up for her, but she lets her have it in a very articulate, forthright, calm
Right.
demeanor. Like,
Yeah.
besides crying, she wasn't super duper like,
Catch me outside.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
no catch me
Yeah.
outside. It was more like,
It was
listen,
like, I'm an adult.
you've revealed yourself.
Right. I'm
You
going
know
to
what I
catch you
mean?
inside in your own living room.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you know.
I
Right.
didn't expect this. I was hoping that this wasn't true, but unfortunately, you just confounded the lie. I mean, what my dad has told me about you. You're not a stand-up chick, and the fact that you had to make new friends and feel like you had to prove something to them by lying
Yeah.
says so much about your character.
Selena to Julie. I mean,
Exactly.
that kind of just says it all right there when you
Right.
think about it.
When you think about it.
Yeah. Tell me, did
Because
you...
she was a Latina. Now all of a sudden you're married to a Brit, are you?
Right,
And
yeah.
you're like a white girl now.
Oh, see,
please.
there the VO voices go. Okay, there the VO voices go.
Literally. I didn't understand it. I'm like, how you loving him? And he's like super white.
He's super white.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think that's what she was going for. She
Yeah.
wanted something like that.
That
She
crossover.
needed that, she needed that European type feel, like
I
all
guess.
over the situation. And
I think she needs those kind of things for validation.
Oh, yeah, because she doesn't talk to her sisters.
right.
Her
That
whole
was weird.
family.
Her whole family.
Because she wanted a
And she's
whole
like, "Oh, that's fine."
brand new life.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And Monsee does say, this kind of got me in my heart when she was like, if I look more like you, would you have left? Or would you have kept me?
Right.
That
was deep.
That was very deep. And for her to not respond, it was like, okay, so now are you racist? Or like, I just did not fit that brand or lifestyle that you were trying to
I
create
mean, look what
for
her mom did
yourself?
when she got there. She pressed her hair.
Yeah.
Right. First thing she did was straighten her
Wow,
hair.
Tell me
Details.
Yes, that's so real.
But that's so true. But okay, so
And here we are like, oh, this is the glow up. But that's what society does, right? It tells us that this curly hair is like a bad thing.
Right.
If I'm straightening it, then I must be stepping it up. I must be looking prettier. I must be, I'm in a different range of
Right.
people now. Somehow straight hair makes me a better person.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Where you can't
Yeah.
wear your hair however way you want. You can still be beautiful either way.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Which is, I don't know. It's
But
tough,
that's what we
but yeah.
associate somehow with being better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Exactly.
crazy
Yeah.
because all three of us did it too. Yeah. I mean, it comes with the territory. It's what we've been taught for so long. So it was nice to see that she was able to see through her mom at the very end. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And she
I
was
didn't
like,
see it coming either.
peace.
But it just, I don't know, it just really disappointed me for her as a woman. It was just like, you're that much of a coward, or you're that much of, you can't stand your ground enough
yeah.
to,
Right.
be confident in who you are, confident in having this black child, or, whatever you want to call it. Like, you have to live this whole another lifestyle to feel validated. I thought
Exactly.
it was awful.
It was awful.
And I'm so glad she went back to her dad and she got to talk to
Yes.
Cesar, and they're gonna, I guess we'll figure it out and we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in predictions and whatnot. But before we get into that, we got some news about Jason.
Yes, Jason. Dun, 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 dun. So, of course, we've been talking about Jason, our AKA Ruby, the person that we love. He's finally getting into the swing of things again, but he's also getting into the swing of things in his personal life, acting life.
Yeah.
He has a new move coming on. He'll be in a movie called Max Winslow and the House of Secrets alongside Chad Michael Murray.
Nice.
I think that's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
he's really making his way up.
He's killing
He's
it.
on this show, and now more projects and things are coming up, so it's really exciting. But pretty much this movie is about 5 teenagers who compete to win a mansion owned by an entrepreneur and scientist, Atticus Virtue.
There you go. I
Yes.
couldn't say it either. Go ahead.
Okay. So to win, the teams must face off against a supercomputer named Haven who controls the mansion. This is giving me Smart House vibes.
Smart House.
Smart House.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn bad though,
yeah,
right?
Turn bad,
I
exactly.
sounds like
Turn
a bad-
darker.
It
Yeah.
does. That honestly,
Sinister.
that's perfect for him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can totally
coming
see
from a
that.
show like On My Block, like
Yeah.
I can see that. Like,
And he's so versatile because when I saw him on The Get Down, he was a totally different type of
He
character.
was.
oh my
You know what I
god,
mean?
he was
He
in
played
the Get Down?
Napoleon. He played the guy who he was like the kid gangster with the long hair, all
Right.
messy, and like you look back and you'll see him.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
He, like I said, he's on the move. That's your girl. Yes.
It's cutie pie. Cutie pie.
Crazy. So
indeed.
they're all doing a lot of things, but his is in post production right now, and I know all the rest of the cast is doing a lot of great things as well too. So stay tuned for more news with that. But before we leave, because I know we have to get out here soon, give me your predictions, and I kind of want to just feel what you think is going to happen. So
Okay.
once again, I'll keep my mouth shut because you know I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay. My prediction. Do I wait for the music? Cesar is not gonna tell Monsee what happened. I think he's gonna just like go with the flow. He's just gonna be happy that she's back, and he's gonna just be like, "Let's make this work."
Be too scared, right?
Ruben is gonna really just get into this new like I'm back, but I'm bad boy back act, and he's gonna just go off the wall and be even more crazy and insane. And then Jamal, he's just gonna still be crazy, trying to figure out what to do with this money.
Okay, what about you,
Well,
Kittie?
we know that Monsee has gone back home. We know that she's reunited with not only her dad but Cesar. So I know she's gonna be super excited to see her friends again and all that. I think that I'm gonna take a softball here.
Okay.
I think that why can't I remember the child's name? She is
Jasmine?
Jasmine. Thank you.
The
Jasmine. Jasmine's about to be number 5. Like she kind of sort of is unofficially now,
Yeah,
but
I
I
would
think that
think so,
she's going to
too.
be literally a part of the clique. Like Monsee can roll her eyes all she wants, but at the end of the day, Jasmine fills a void that they really need.
Good fit.
She
I'm
is,
with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's loyal. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, come
she's
on,
super loyal.
she'll do anything. And I think
loyal,
she's
she's
so
real.
accustomed to being mistreated and to being to just being counted out.
Yeah.
Nobody actually thinks that she's worthy of certain things, and I like the fact that despite the fact that he's calling her on stupid stuff, Ruby still calls on her and still lets her know you're still neglect. Remember when they had that come to Jesus moment in the backyard with her dad?
Yep.
That was
beautiful.
beautiful.
I'm telling you.
That was she's pretty mature.
I want to see them together. I
Yeah.
like them together.
Do you?
I think it's a yin to the yang.
It's a
type situation.
hilarious
Yeah.
move, is what it is.
I think it's good, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is it for the All My Black After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Thank you so much for tuning in once again to the only after show for All My Black here. Once again, it's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to tune in April 29th for Spooky Live in the Studio. And co-host, where can they find you guys?
You guys can find me on all social media platforms at _Tyra Prude, and you can also catch me tomorrow on The Voice After Show
Let's
at
go, The
7
Voice
p.m.
After
Show.
Team
Okay.
Adam.
Come through. That's nice. My name is Kittie, as you know. You can find me on all social media at KITTIE. Last name is Kaboom. KABOOM. So that's my IG. Anything else, you'll figure it out.
There you go. Just Google her, y'all. She's famous.
She's a celebrity.
No, don't listen to them, y'all. Don't
All
listen.
right, y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.